How you know about that?
You want?
No, I don't want you to. But how do you escape that? I don't want you to talk. But how have you managed to do that?
Yeah, okay. I got a case going on now. As you know, I've been charged with 9 charges under Section 8. But the case is still, they still can proceed with the case now because I challenge in a separate court. I filed a challenge to challenge the sedition law on two grounds. First, because it's never been approved by Malaysian Parliament. When they took over from British, when we gained independence, we had to send back to Parliament to get approval. First, and second, because of there is no specific in that law. You have to be specific when you really want to charge people in criminal. This is criminal. You have to be very specific. What crime I do? Which part? Which cartoon? There is no specific. But I already lost in High Court, which is I also don't put any hope there. But now the case is in the Court of Appeal. But why I'm not in jail yet? Because they are. The case are pending to that challenge. After the federal court made the final decision, then only my case can be, they can start to proceeding on my case, and maybe after that I go to jail.
Please don't go to jail.
Yeah, I know. But there's the process.
Okay.
There's the process.
All right.
Do you seriously have any faith in the Malaysian judicial system?
Yeah, because this is actually. Yeah, that's a good question to say whether I have faith in Malaysian judicial system. That is too polite to say I have faith, But we actually, I don't see. I told earlier that we don't have an independent judiciary, and especially when we're talking about politically motivated case. And in Malaysia, it's a very famous word that when you go to court, it's not. It doesn't matter whether you have a strong evidence and witnesses. No. You see who is the judge. If they got one or two good judges, you got a chance. But if you see the judge, you know already what is the outcome. But this is politically motivated charge. But why I want to go against, connect to your question, why I still want to, I can stay here. Not in Canberra, I will Sydney or Perth. I can stay here or other countries, Europe or UK, don't go back. But the reason why, because I really want to break the system. If everybody keep running away from this problem, now 60 years, are we giving another 60 years for them to rule? That is why we really want to face this, and now they have to justify my charge, the arrest. They have to justify that, and throughout my campaign now, I got a good support from foreign countries, embassies, and they are promised to send observers when the trial begins. And this is a great pressure to the government. And I want to tell, I would like to put it this way to make me happy. To make me happy, and a motivation to me and to the people. If you fight, we don't know whether we win or lose. We have a chance of winning or losing. But if you don't fight, definitely you lose. So that is the so if we keep fighting, we are not sure whether I am the one who going to spend 43 years in prison, or the Prime Minister and the wife is the one who going to spend 43 years in prison. We don't know. We have to, but we need to try. We need to cross line of fear. What bothering us now is we draw our own line of fear and we trap in that. So what I'm doing now, I try to cross a line of fear and see what is on the other side of life. And that's why I want people to follow me, and more people to cross that line of fear is more dangerous for the government. I mean, it's not a good news for them. Yeah.
what percentage of people in Malaysia are aware of your cartoons and you? Like, have you ever been published in major newspapers, or has it always been sort of underground books and?
Yeah, first of all, there is no way that you will publish my cartoon in major newspaper, or not only major, minor newspaper also. But I also don't know the numbers. I say what percentage. I don't have a survey to come with that. But I would like to recall one incident which I can show that maybe I have a good support from people. When they want to charge me last year, the police, a week before that, the police informed me that I'm going to be charged with one charge. So I need to prepare the bail money, 5,000 ringgit, which is equal to how much? Australian, I mean about $1,000, 1,200 or 1,500, 1,000 lah, yeah, 1,000, 1,500, around that, which is a week before that, which is manageable for me to find that money. But 8 hours at the very last minute, the police came back and informed me, now it's going to be 9 charges, please prepare 45,000 ringgit tomorrow morning. If don't, you'll go straight to jail. That's the system. So I got panic. It says 8 hours. So I post up on the internet, say that I need support, I need 45,000 for my bill money tomorrow, and I give my bank account, and people start to chip in money. And next morning I get more than enough money to pay. So this show, I can say a good support from Malaysian, and not only Malaysian in Malaysia, but also Malaysian abroad, and also some people, foreigners, you know. So I think that is that show that I got a good support. But I don't know how the numbers. But what I would like to tell here that when I told you that the government banned my cartoon because the content are detrimental to public order. Actually, what they worry, according to the information I got later on from someone who sat in the meeting, he told me that what they worry is my cartoon can change the teenager perspective of Malaysian politics. That's what they worry. So I can say that because of that, I take it as I give a little impact to Malaysian politics. Yeah.
I'm curious about the personal cost to yourself in your cartoon. That is, a lot of your cartoons, in fact, appeal to the converted people like us that we understand, we know, we appreciate. But the point of it is, how do you convert the unconverted, the UMNO supporters, the Najib supporters? How do they see you as a cartoonist? And how do you react to them? Have there been cases of people ringing up, abusing you and saying, look, you shouldn't be doing this, you're a traitor? You know, that sort of, I'm just curious how you react to those sort of issues.
Yeah, I got hit email every time. I just ignore that. But in order for your first question about how do I penetrate those who are unconverted to make them aware about political situation, I can say that I do my best. That is why you see the cartoon, I do I put more dimension in my cartoon now. What I mean dimension is, you say this is the main topic. This is very, very political. Some they don't like to read this. For them it's too hard for them. But they can read this. First, you know, this I call dimension. So for those who are like politics, they can read this. For those who don't like politics, or who don't want to be, who don't really, when they see politics at the first, you know, they sometimes they want to distance from that. But you can read this first. This is how I do. So to make it simple, to make more dimension, there are many things you can laugh at this instead of this. Last week I got one fan, I can say fan, 10 years old girl, and she told her mother that she wanted this book, Wasabi, the new book, and mother didn't know about it, but she said that this is, we need to learn wasabi. So because of why, she doesn't understand this, but she understands this. So this is why the best I can do. I mean, I mean, this is to penetrate to the rural area. It is not my job. I can't do it alone. But the best I can do now, I lower down this type way of joke to create more dimension for more people to understand. So this is the best I can do. And there are so many, yes, there are so many hate letters, people say, you know, there are so many things says about that. For me, it's very simple. This is 2.6 billion we're talking about. You know, this is not political. I said many times, this is not political issue. This is people issues. So this is how the best I can do.
Questions?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm just wondering, you know, because I've followed your drawing, you know, since, you know, those, when you draw in a Berita Harian,
Gila-gila.
where, yeah, gila-gila, and, you know, you used to draw, you know, Zunar actually used to draw some love stories. You know, yeah, Liza, cinta tak semestinya satu ini. Love does not necessarily mean you have to be together, you know. That is Zunar at that time, there is a transition. So I'm just wondering, you know, how, you know, the transition, and so what trigger you, you know, from those phase, you know, now to be a very, I would consider that, you know, your drawing is a very hard-hitting political cartoon compared to when you are in the 80s and 90s when you know, draw those love story cartoons.
The love story is just one part of my cartoon actually during that time. We're talking about 80s, yeah. Middle of 80s, 1985, and I was still young, you know. But that's one part of my cartoon. My cartoon always I always want to put something in my cartoon, philosophy, and also my view on issues in Malaysia. The philosophy is love in that cartoon. It's a philosophy actually. It's not about love. It's about philosophy of love. You know. So, but why I can't draw the cartoon I wanted to draw during that time, because we don't have alternative media. We don't have alternative media. When my political cartoon been censored so many times during that time. The editor says you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So I don't have alternative. I work with Berita Harian, it's a paper owned by the government. When you try to draw something about Prime Minister, the editor says no. So we have to try to go to love, to go to other things. If not, you can't draw. And if you say that, oh, not enough, I want to go to another paper, it's going to be the same thing too. So I don't have alternative. After the introduction of internet, then I have alternative now to draw what I wanted to draw. And of course, what triggered me to this, because the situation in Malaysia has been getting worse day by day. So for me now, the government doesn't understand soft approach anymore. That's why it becomes hard-hitting. They don't understand other words anymore. Unless you need to go and wipe pinch when you can punch. So you need to punch them every day. That is my way of doing cartoon. People may not agree, but this is what I do.
Okay, we might have time for one more question, and then Zunar can start to show us in action. Any final questions?
Just a few days ago, an editor from one of the mainstream newspapers, the New Straits Times, actually resigned, and clearly indicating that he resigned because he was unhappy about the one MDB story. To my knowledge, that's the first time that an editor of a pro-government newspaper has ever resigned. Many of them have been sacked. This is the first that's actually resigned. Do you see this as possibly a major sort of cultural shift?
I actually, if everybody has to resign. Every editor in Malaysia should resign. Long time ago. Not now. So, because the corruption is not now. Like I said, Najib is stupid to take it in your personal account, in your pocket. But previous Prime Minister, they took a different way. The crony will hold it for them. So the corruption is not new in Malaysia. But and nobody, no newspaper complained about it. So, you know, there are people who work in newspaper, journalists, editors, are very happy with the news, with what they have now. During that time, even the laws stating that you cannot publish this, but you are happy. Nobody complained, nobody made a big protest about it. No journalist union came on the street and said no. If you try to meddle, the government try try to give instruction to us what to write, we will have strike. That they should do. But they didn't do it. He lasts for 26 years. How about the previous corruption? Last 2 years, one minister took 250 million for the cows issues. Why didn't you stop at that time? No. I believe that because he's not happy with something. I'm wrong. You know. So then he start to quarrel, and you resign because of that. If he really serious about fighting corruption and to know about where Malaysian newspaper is not free at all from the beginning, and you know that they have to apply the license every. Okay, let me tell you first what is the Printing and Printing Act all about before we go to this. Every newspaper operators or editors or publishers who want to operate a newspaper, TV station or radio station must apply the permit from the government. And the government have absolute right to deny or to grant it. And the decision by the minister cannot be challenged in the court of law. First. And second thing, even if you got it, you need to apply, renew it every year. That means you cannot write anything. And they are, the group are very happy about it. Because they get a big salary, they live in comfort. So there is no protest. Nobody go to jail in Malaysia. No newspaper editor try to break this for the past 60 years. I mean, they have some strike last time, 1967 strike. That's the last strike. After that, 67 until now, how many years? I'm not good in mathematics, but I mean, it is really more than 30 years. And you still going. Why don't, for the first early years, 2 or 3 years, you resign. And the new editor come also resign to protest. That's a good. But at least he resigned. Probably I think at least there are some steps, but it's not enough to change the law, and also not enough to change the ethic of Malaysian newspaper and the editors. So I hope that it's going to be more people to resign, or everybody resign now. Then that can create impact. It's 1 or 2, and then you start to speak up after you resign. You know, not during you be editor. After resign, you say, oh, people complaining. He said that one of the he said that the Prime Minister we got so many instructions from the Prime Minister. That means you've been having that instruction for how many years? Why only now you resign? You have to resign from the first instruction. So that is why I don't look this as a very good trend. Maybe a good start. I hope that after that, if you can create a domino effect, that is the trend. But if you don't, it's only one-off case.
Okay, now for the next 15 or 20 minutes.